I'll say this: the exact same people that were telling Durk to slide for Vaughn are the same people that are calling him stupid for sliding for Vaughn and now ending up in prison. Right? If that actually happened. So anyone who listens to the internet to make decisions about their lives based on a whole bunch of people who have a cat emoji, as their avatar, you're listening to that person. This motherfucker could be in, Slovenia somewhere. They're 14 years old, just basically hoping that you'll respond somehow to them as they're trolling you all day long with a fake account. I don't know, man. And look, at the end of the day, like, me and Durk had our issues, but it was over him, like, upset that we accidentally released a part of an interview that revealed the gender of his upcoming baby. Like, it was really just it was just literally a mistake, right? There was no animosity, and he went on the fuck Vlad thing a couple of times. He never did an interview with me again. It's whatever. His new management was there during the Drew Findling interview, and from what Drew told me, they ran it by Durk, and he okayed it. And his management was like, hey, listen, I understand you guys had some issues before. He wants you to know that there's no issues at all at this point. And I'm like, okay, good, because there's no issues on my end as well. So, I understand. Now, is he just saying that so I would have Drew Findling on my show to try to push a different narrative? Of course he is. But that's fine. Who cares? It's not like we had any real beef to begin with. It ain't like there's a dead body somewhere that we're still not going to be cool over because of, someone killed somebody. No, like, it was a simple misunderstanding, and a mistake on our end for not clipping out a certain part of the interview we told him he would do. Like, we told him that we would do for him. So I'm cool with being, in a situation where I can interview his lawyer, because it's not like he did a bunch of interviews. He did me and he did academics. And that's it.
Yeah.
Back to work.
He's the real winner in this scenario, man. Like,
yeah, he's also, representing NBA Youngboy.
Representing Youngboy, playing both sides of the wall. But that goes to show you.
No, he's not playing both sides. He's just being a lawyer.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. That goes to show you.
Listen, and I'll say this, because we had dinner, like a few nights before, because I'm the one that brought the interview idea to him. So he went back and checked and everything got okayed. It's like, and I even mentioned the whole situation with me. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just say it. Me and Durk, this is the reason. He goes, who cares? He goes, I don't get involved in any of these guys' little petty beefs. I don't call them by their rap names. I call them by their real names. You know what I mean? And I deal with them, and I do the best job I can for everybody. And whatever they got going on with each other really doesn't have anything to do with me. And I think that's a good way of doing it. He's built a great business, and it's not like anyone could say that he's playing both sides. He's not playing both sides. He's being a lawyer representing his clients.
Yeah, I don't mean playing both sides like he's in the gang. What I'm really trying to say, I think this is an important message for like everyone out there. This whole gang banging, street slide for this person, that person, having these never-ending beefs, it only goes one way, right? Like the Durk and Von situations, unfortunately, they ended up how they ended up. And, you've got lawyers that are going to make millions off this situation, and they're going to work with both sides because they don't care about your street beef. Your street beef's Youngboy and Quando and Von and Durk, all this, it's irrelevant to them. And it just goes to show you, really, like, what is Durk going to have at the end of this? Who knows? He might beat his charges. If not, how much of his net worth is going to end up going in these lawyer fees, fighting this level of federal case? And it just goes to show you none of this was worth it.
Yeah.
To even be in this situation. He could just not be in this situation, having #1 albums, touring the world, going anywhere that he wants. If he'd have kept certain people away from him, maybe if he'd have kept his mindset in a different state, rather than having the Von mentality of, we're going to get back, we're going to do all we're going to get back for anything that's happened to us. Durk had, a couple dozen of his friends pass away to the streets before Von came around. You never knew Durk for having had hits put on people until this late stage in his career, until the slide for Von thing. And it's really sad. And I feel like a lot of people get the wrong idea about me and they think, oh, you must hate Durk. I like Durk. I like Durk's music. I admire what he built. When he was doing All My Life and all of that stuff, I really admired what he was doing. But this is unfortunate, and I think this is an example of what not to do for the next generation. And that's no disrespect, but I'm sure deep down Durk probably is sat there thinking, who know, he made some bad decisions and he regrets them.
If he was involved in this the way they're saying that he was, I'm sure he's sitting there going like, man, I should have never even gone down this road at all. King Von had it coming. He's the one that put hands on somebody. I can't be shocked at the outcome. We all are prepared for this situation for it to occur. We're all prepared. We all have security. We all have guns. and we're all prepared to shoot people if, the money bringer gets attacked. It all falls apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get rid of Vlad and Vlad TV, the company will cease to exist. It'll just become a catalog company, right? And people will start losing their jobs and, having to go back and find other careers and so forth. Same thing with the Durk, same thing with the Quando, same thing with the NBA Youngboys. Like, you have to protect these people because everyone understands this person is gone. It's not a self-functioning company anymore. We are all out of work. So you have to go overboard sometimes